Good afternoon. Today is August 1st. It is opening day for Washington's general fall bear season for 2019. So the plan like 2 weeks ago was I was either going to come out here first thing in the morning or I was going to come yesterday night and sleep overnight. But I ran into a lot of errands, so I couldn't make it out here until right now. And so right now I'm going to head up to this field up here that you guys saw me set up my 2 trail cams if you guys watched the last episode. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to both of them. I know I'm going to get to one trail cam for sure today. And so I might just check that trail cam, see how the activity's been. And then I might just sit that little field for the evening. And if I don't see anything, then I'll probably have to come back and just think about what I'm going to do tomorrow. Just going to quickly load up the essentials for now. And then hopefully my trail cam has good sign, or if I get super lucky, maybe I'll shoot one today. Who knows? Alright, been hiking for a little bit now. Don't want to be too loud because I don't want to scare off my friend. Hiking in this heat is no joke, but it's just part of summer hunting, I guess. Alright, so I worked up to this field right here, and then I got into the timber where I've set up my first trail cam. I just pulled the SD card out, I just transferred the files to my phone, and then I looked at the total pictures. There was only about like 39 pictures taken, and like 6 of them were the pictures that took of me when I left and when I was still setting up the trail cam. So I only got about like 30 pictures of like actual animals. I haven't looked at all of them. I just looked at the first ones just to make sure that my trail cam was recording. So we're gonna take a look right now together. So here's the first picture. This is just when I was setting up. This is July 18th. You guys can see 8:39 in the morning. And so these first pictures are just me leaving. And the first official picture was actually at 8 o'clock, 8:43 p.m. that same day I set up my trail cam. And it looks like there's this nice bull elk that came in. But my trail cam's angle was set a little too high, so I only got the antlers because my field of view on my trail cam isn't that wide. So the main road that I was setting up on, it didn't capture that one, but instead it captured that little game trail, and this elk decided to just walk that main trail. So, and then this is a night picture, 3:54 in the morning. I have no idea what came through. It looks like this is a buck. Looks like he's gonna be a little forky or a little 3-point by the time he's done with velvet, so that's pretty cool. He has a buddy with him. I'm not sure if that looks like a button buck, so it might be a spike. Might be a spike when season comes around. Nothing. We have another deer. Looks like a doe on the 22nd. This looks like a buck on the 25th. Oh nope, that's a doe and a baby. That's a doe and a fawn on the 25th. So yeah, so it looks like that game trail that I set up on, the deer, they're actually using that game trail to come into the forest, because that's literally where the baby deer is standing right now on this picture right here, on the second picture. Looks like it was right on the game trail. So looks like it has a fawn. Oh, it looks like we have a turkey. That's pretty cool. That's my first time getting a turkey on trail cam. There's a cow, it never fails. July 27th. July 29th, we have a deer. It looks like that same mama and that same fawn. Ooh, that's a nice buck. Oh man, that's a nice buck, dude. July 30th, this was 2 days ago at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. That's a nice buck, man. And that's pretty much it. So got some elk, got some deer, no bears, got a turkey, got a cow. It's not looking too good for me right now, because if there's no bears here, then I might as well just hike up to that other ridge and just check what's on that trail cam. I mean, right here I didn't expect to catch any bears, but I got what I expected, which was a lot of deer. So Oh well, that's better than nothing. This is about time when wildlife starts to wake up again. This is a south facing slope, so right now the sun is aiming like this, but since the sun is pretty low, like all this is shaded, and I'm assuming that since animals want to get up and start moving around, they would be moving around south facing slopes like this because it's already all shaded. And so earlier when I was on the field, it was just burning up there, so I came back down here, got a little lower, got inside the trees, got in the timber, and I'm just slowly hunting my way back. And every time I walk like 10-20 yards, I'll just pull up my glass, kind of scan. Man, when you're timber sneaking like this and like there's a lot of trees, you standing here and you standing here is the difference between you seeing a bear and you missing a bear. So it's August 2nd. So I think it's around 4:30. Not too sure. I woke up around 4 o'clock. Got packed up and then I left my camping spot and drove up. My throat kind of hurts. I've been kind of sick this whole trip. So hopefully my throat doesn't get any worse. So I'm just going to hit it hard this morning. Go check my second trail cam. Season is still young. Even if we don't get one, that's okay. We can still always make more trips out here. Be nice if we could get one though, so. Alright, I've been hiking for a little bit. That rock right here, that's the rock I'm planning to sit. Gonna try to sneak over there as quiet as I can and just glass down on this little open clear cut down here. It's 5:45 in the morning. Been sitting here for probably like 10-15 minutes now. Just kind of been glassing this little clear cut down here. I haven't seen anything here yet. In fact, I haven't seen much at all today. I thought I was going to see a little bit more wildlife today, but I just haven't. I only saw one white-tailed deer when I was still hiking up here, and then that's all I've seen. And then I rushed my way over here because I wanted to get on this rock. And so the reason why I'm hunting this spot first this morning is because the sun's over here. And so, oh heck no. guess I lied. I've seen a white-tailed deer and I've seen a skunk, so I've seen 2 animals now. But yeah, other than that, it's been pretty slow. I just don't know when they're moving. According to my trail cams, it seems like animals were moving throughout the day. I mean, some days it seems like they weren't even moving at all, but with the days that my trail cam did get pictures, like a lot of them were moving like early in the morning, at night, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, 12 o'clock in the afternoon, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, 8 o'clock p.m. and stuff like that. Once again, once I blast this, and once the sun gets a little higher, then I'm going to hike, basically take this ridge all the way, and then I'm going to go check my trail cam. And then we'll see how the activity's been on that trail cam. If the activity on that trail cam's been so-and-so too, then I'm probably going to be done with this spot for the year. But the sun finally just peaked the ridges in front of me, so I might get hit by the sun here pretty quick too. I've been just hiking on top of this ridge. My trail cam is just right here. Got right here. I'm not sure what that is. It looks like a bear print, the paw of a bear. So I don't know. Let's go check the trail cam, see what we got. Something messed with my trail cam. My trail cam's lopsided. I feel like I might have got a bear. Alright, so last time, the reason why I set up this trail cam right here was because there's a lot of huckleberries. Came here today, observed the plants. There's definitely not as much huckleberries, so I feel like something's been grazing on it, which I hope it's a bear. I'm about to plug in the SD card, and we'll see what we got. Listen. Every time I come up here, it's like you're bound to hear wolves howling. They're across on those mountains over there. Like, that's always where I hear them. Well, I got like 1,400 pictures, and I'm trying to transfer it to my phone right now. But there's so many photos that, like, I can't transfer them all to my phone because my phone doesn't have enough space. And a lot of them were just actually like useless pictures. So basically there's this bush right here, and it looked like every time this bush moved, my camera triggered, and a lot of it's just useless pictures. Alright, so it's 8:17 right now. The sun's pretty high up already, and it's getting pretty dry, and my allergies are just starting to like just slowly kill me. Once again, my second trail cam that I set up had like 4,500 pictures. I went through all of it, deleted all the useless pictures that didn't show anything, and ultimately I came down to 11 images. It basically took 11 pictures. So basically like 4,500 of them were just like a bush moving, and then it was just take pictures of that. And so I actually moved that trail cam to another spot where it didn't have as many bushes that were going to be moving. That way it didn't just trigger like randomly. So the good thing about this trail cam as opposed to my other one is that this one did get bears on it. In this follow-up folder, we're going to start right here. So on July 20th, so I set up my trail cam on July 18th. So nothing came in for the first 2 days. On July 20th, about 5 o'clock, almost 6 o'clock in the morning, we had a white-tailed doe come in. And so that's the first picture, second, third, and then that deer just walked by. And then on July 24th at 6 o'clock, 6:30 in the afternoon, we had a bear. This is a very unique looking black bear. It's basically a black bear, but it has like this white strip on its back.
And so if we go to second picture, you guys could just see, like, that's just a unique looking bear. I actually nicknamed this bear Honey Badger because he looks, I don't know, he reminds me of a honey badger. So this bear right here, we only got him in 2 pictures. And then on July 25th, which is about 22 hours later, we had this Mondo black bear. This looks like a big boar. And so here in the second picture, you guys can see he's in the shade because it's hot. He did exactly what I predicted these bears to do. So I told you guys in my scouting video where I set up my trail cams, I told you guys that this place right here had a lot of huckleberries. And the idea behind my trail cam was I was gonna set it up, and then I was just hoping that there was going to be a bear that roamed in, saw how many huckleberries there were, and to just sit down and feed. That's exactly what this Mondo bear did. So he's just munching away, and then after a few minutes of eating, he just walks off. And then on July 27th, something came and moved my trail cam. So on these first 2 pictures, you don't really see anything. You could just see that the trail cam was being moved. And then you go to the third picture, it's just black. So I'm assuming that's a black bear. That gives me pretty good intel on this spot. I'm probably not going to hit up this spot until, I don't know, some other time in the season. Because again, we have a lot of time left. So right now I'm just going to head home. I'm hoping that we get a rainfall or we get a cold front. And then hopefully that day I can come back out here and put a bear on the ground. So let's pack up and let's go.